Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the heathen, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful. But his delight is in the law of the Lord, and in this law that see edited sunrise and sundown. Him a go there like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth fruit in his season. Him leaf never a go wither, and whatsoever him doeth shall prosper. Yea! The heathen them now, they saw them there like a chaff, which the wind driveth away. Therefore the heathen them never go turn from judgment, and see them and them in the congregation of the righteous. For the Lord God Jah loveth the way of the righteous, and the way of the sinner, and them always and always, and will perish. Let the people of the Most High God say, Jah! This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. Today we are coming your way about an hour late. I do apologize to that. Technical issues, my brother, my sister. We are live on Facebook and also live on YouTube. Please share the broadcast so many more people will be part of this. Our numbers are also scrolling on the screen. Pick up the numbers and do business with us. Oh gosh. In the next 30 minutes, we're going to have a very interesting conversation. Please send in your comments. We will read them in 2 batches. Yes, 2 batches. My brother, my sister, this is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here, we don't criticize, but if we must, we would only just criticize to build and not to destroy. That is why we keep saying we are in the service of God encountering. But let me warn you, here we are not neutral. In fact, we have taken sides. We have taken the side of the truth. That is why we affably and affirmatively call ourselves the headquarters of the truth. My brother, my sister, this is where the truth lives. And I'm most excited to welcome you into the fold of the truth. My name, Blakk RASTA. Now in every traditional African home there is a Blakk Pot. And each time this Blakk Pot sits on the fire, there is something super sumptuous cooking. Ingredients of so many different types, shapes and sizes, aromas and even flavors. Put aside all their differences and relocate into the Blakk Pot where they are subjected to some good amount of eating. At the end of the day, they produce sumptuous food in all its palatability for the nourishment of the family. That's what we do exactly here. Different ideas from all walks of life. We bring all these ideas together, sieve this, and pick up the creme de la creme of all the ideas which we use for the development of our people, our continent, our land. This is the abode of the truth, the headquarters of the truth. And remember to hit on the like button. Please share the broadcast. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do. This year, we're going to have our own TV and radio. We told you that already, right? And you will be proud that we supported this right from the start. This is Black Empire TV. Yes, Black Empire TV. And this program is called the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power. Now remember that we are supported by the kind courtesy of Tap Tap Send. You only tap once, tap the second time, and we are ready to send. My brother, my sister. Now you don't need to run into any huge building several miles away. Fill lengthy forms. Be questioned 1,000,000 times before you send money to Ghana. Anytime you want to send money to Ghana, anywhere you are, be you on horseback, under the sheets, or even in the WC room or the other room, no problem. You can send money. And you know how easy it is? You tap, tap, and then you send. No charges for sending at all. And it's raining amazing rates. Now, these are the areas you can send money comfortably to Ghana from. We are talking about the UK, United Kingdom. We're talking about the EU in general. We are also talking about Australia. We are talking about the UAE, United Arab Emirates, and the United States of America. Now, good news is, if you are a new sender, please download the app from Google Play and App Store. And the app is Tap Send. My brother, my sister, TAP Send. And remember to use the promo code as a first sender, Blakk RASTA, so that anytime you send money to Ghana, you will get a special bonus. And this is Tap Send. I love Tap Send, apart from the fact that it is swift and it doesn't charge you for sending. At the same time, you can trace every penny you send. And it's so easy to use. It is also community-centered, community-oriented. It's doing so much in all the communities around us in Ghana and beyond, developing communities left, right, and center. In fact, it is community-oriented. It is Tap Send. Powerful. My brother, my sister, I am proud to be a Tap sender. Are you a Tap sender? My name is Blakk RASTA, and this is the Black Pot, aka Kokoshonamo, where we speak truth to power. Today we have 4 very important issues to look at. Story number 1. Watch this. Sack non-asset declaring appointees. Who is saying this? This man. Domlevo. There's insincere Mahama. And of course, what does it say? If you are a man of your words, dismiss all appointees who miss 31st March asset declarations deadline. Domlevo. There's insincere Mahama. And this, my brother, my sister, is Ghana today. Of course, the word insincere there, this is not from the mouth of Domlevo. It is coming from Ghana today. My brother, my sister. Now, why is Domlevo saying this? What is the problem? Watch this from Ghana Web. It says, see list of Mahama appointees who have missed 31st March deadline to declare their assets. Run it, my youth. Several presidential appointees and staffers have failed to declare their assets in defiance of a directive issued by President John Dramani Mahama, who had set a deadline of March 31, 2025 for all public officials under his administration to comply or risk removal from office. Now, the directive forms part of President Mahama's broader anti-corruption campaign aimed at promoting transparency, accountability, and responsible governance. After publicly declaring his own assets, President Mahama called on all his appointees to follow suit, emphasizing that asset declaration is a legal and ethical obligation, not a choice. However, documents obtained by Ghana Web indicate that some high-profile individuals within the current administration have yet to submit their mandatory asset declaration forms to the Auditor General's department, raising concerns about their commitment to good governance. This lapse comes despite an extended deadline, suggesting resistance or neglect among certain office holders. Now, the situation casts a shadow over the government's efforts to distinguish itself from previous administrations by upholding integrity and financial discipline. That's it. I love Daniel Domlevo. Mr. President, with all respect, sack all these people who have refused to declare their assets. It doesn't matter how competent they are. It doesn't matter how loyal they are. They are setting a bad precedent to your legacy. They are not ready to help you reset the nation. In fact, let me be a little conditional. If they do not have any good reason for not declaring their assets all this while, And by a good reason, it shouldn't be because I was out there dealing with a personal issue. It must be a national issue or health issues. Any other issue that is not tangible, Mr. President. And I'm not here to show you or teach you what a tangible reason is. Please sack them. When you do this, everybody will come to see that this is a no-nonsense president. Cool and calm as he is, he cracks the whip so hard when it is most necessary. If you don't do this, they will take you for a ride. Sack them. Who the heck do they think they are? If the president himself can declare his own assets, and these little rats around think that they will not be able to do that. And of course, who are the little rats I'm referring to? Those who couldn't declare their assets and have no tangible reason. Right now, we have 4 people here. We are unable to tell why they have not been able to do this. My brother, my sister, look at it. President Mohammed's appointees who have defaulted in fact, declaring their assets and liabilities as of April 17, 2025. And Nathan Kofi Boakye is the director of operations at the presidency. Why? He was appointed on the 15th of January. He had enough time to declare his assets. Seth Emmanuel Tepe is a presidential advisor on the economy. Why has he not declared his assets? Larry Bevlo Latte. Why? He is a special envoy to the Alliance of Sahelian States, presidential staffer. That's what his post is. Nana Yao Jantua, Charles Kojo, Dr. Peter Boama Otokono is a very good friend of mine. Samuel Ofosu Ampofu, and my own Kofi Ochredakun, KOD. You see the one? Come back there. Kofi Ochredakun is the presidential advisor on diaspora affairs. He is the one. And he, in fact, was appointed February 25. He had enough time, 1 whole month and more, to declare his assets. We need to get to the bottom of this and find out exactly why these people have not been able to do that. My brother, my sister, we have more. Anthony Kwesi Sapon, Dr. Winifred Kolete Ban, my brother, my sister, Christian Tete Yohuno, and he is the Ghana Police Service boss, the IGP. Himself hasn't declared. We must find out from them what the reason is, including Dr. Adam Bona, who is a security expert. My brother, my sister, he has been appointed as on the National Commission on Small Arms and Light Weapons. All these people, my brother, my sister, have not declared. What is the reason? Many more. My brother, my sister, look at the numbers. 38 and more. Over 40 people have not declared. In fact, going into 50. Ibrahim Tia is also there. Rita Na Adole Odole Sowa. Alasan Saibu Suyini. All these people, my brother, my sister, have not declared. Over 50 of them. The president must sack all of them if they have no good reason. It's an insult to the integrity of the government that when the president himself finds time to declare his assets, little rats like those who have no reason for abstaining, my brother, my sister, tangible reason for abstaining, are caught in the net. Mr. President, as Daniel Domlovo says, crack the whip. But one of them says he has a reason he has not been able to declare his wealth. This gentleman here, what is his reason? Broja Jemfi shares proof to deny claims of failing to declare assets. Let's go. Now, the Deputy Minister of Defense, Broja Jemfi, has shared receipts of his asset declaration to refute claims that he failed to comply with President John Dramani Maham's directive requiring all appointees to declare their assets. On February 18, 2025, President Mahama, while declaring his assets, warned that he would take drastic and extreme measures against any appointee who failed to declare their assets by 31st March 2025. The deadline had been set. He stated that those who do not comply with the directive would face removal from office. That's it. So, Mr. President has said it. Mr. President has said it. That he will remove all these people from office. Mr. President, those who have no tangible reasons for not doing this, it means they don't take you serious. Get all of them out. Now, Broja Jemfi has provided documents to show that he has declared his assets. And there he is, the Ghana Audit Service Declaration of Asset and Liability under Article 286 of the 1992 Constitution. My brother, my sister, and his telephone number, everything right here. And he has a certain receipt duly signed to authenticate everything with a seal. How come his name has been captured? But what reason did he give? Go back to the story. What reason did he give? Flip the page. In a Facebook post on Wednesday, that's today, April 30, 2025, Broja Jemfi shared that what appears to be a receipt issued by the Ghana Audit Service dated March 28, 2025, and bearing the signature of the Attorney General. Now, the official receipt, which also bears the inscription Declaration of Asset and Liability under 286, Article 286 of the 1992 Constitution, appears to acknowledge receipt of Broja Jemfi's asset declaration. My brother, my sister, dash it away. And let's look at his post. Flip to the next page. What he truly posted. Let's see it. Right? Now, Broja Jemfi posted on Facebook exactly what he saw. What did he see? He saw a report that said that he had not declared his assets. He probably was shocked. And he put it out there and said, you know what? This is what it is. I have declared my assets. Could it be so with some of these other people? Could this have been a case of mistaken identity? What truly is the cause? My brother, my sister, I'm glad that Broja has been able to prove that he did it. Mr. Mahama, please, your reset agenda. Some of us have taken it very seriously. And if some of your appointees haven't, sack all of them so they will take you serious. If you don't do that, you would have been starting your administration on a faux pas. And if you start it on the precedence of a faux pas, nobody is going to take you serious. Sack them. Let them go home. Next time you talk, they will hearken to your call and respect you and the people of Ghana. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonamo. And here we speak truth to power. Now, come here. Let's look at the next story. Today we have 4 stories, so we're going to look at them quickly. Hot. Watch Lawless Kumasi Mayor carefully. Who is this Lawless Kumasi Mayor? I like the radical nature of this guy, but it looks like he's gradually becoming lawless. If we don't quickly tame this guy, it will be too late for us to deal with the fire that he's going to set on the nation. Run the story. Watch this. I didn't intend to misbehave. KMA boss on attempt to move seized Galamsey excavators. Run the story. Now, the mayor of Kumasi, Richard Ofori Ajimai, has stated that his involvement in the attempted removal of seized excavators in the custody of the Ashanti Regional Forestry Commission was with good intentions. On Tuesday, April 29, 2025, 5 excavators seized and held by the commission as exhibits in ongoing anti-illegal mining prosecutions were reportedly taken by individuals claiming to be acting under orders from above. Following immediate public backlash, the excavators, visibly marked as court exhibits, were returned to the Forestry Commission's custody. It later emerged that the attempted removal involved the Kumasi mayor. In an interview with Joy News and monitored by Ghana Web, Ofori Ajimai explained that he was unaware the excavators were court exhibits. He clarified that the purpose of moving them was to use the machines for a planned demolition at Kejetia Market. That's it. Listen to this lawless guy. You plan, listen attentively, to use some excavators seized from the Galamsey sites for some productive and positive agenda. I applaud you. I don't agree in burning excavators. It doesn't make sense. Tender them into the coffers of the nation. We spend millions of American dollars importing these things from China and the rest of the world. So if we have some idiots who bring this into our country to destroy our country, we seize this and give that to our country. My brother, if you needed the excavators for this, do you send tax to go to the Forestry Commission and start carrying them? According to the initial report that came out, there was a resistance. But the task force, the tag force, was too strong, and therefore the forestry security could not deal with them, and they carried all 5 excavators away. As a wise mayor, what should you do? You want the excavators to work for the nation. Talk to the Forestry Commission. Talk to the boss. Boss, you know what? I need these excavators that are parked or allegedly parked in your premises for this and that and that. Then over there you can get permission. Kumasi mayor, you walk into somebody's office, carry things without permission. This guy must be sacked. We can't have a reset agenda with these lawless idiots in power. I like his radical nature, but this guy is an idiot. Hey! Read my lips. A time is going to come, this guy will set fire in Kumasi there, and it will take the country an arm and a leg to try and douse that fire. This doesn't make sense in any way to me. I don't know if it makes sense to you. Excavators seized, marked visibly that they were court exhibits. You sent tax in the name of a certain tax force that you mandated to ship traders at Kejetia Market and shoot and kill cows, goats, and sheep on the streets in Kumasi so that you can feed prisoners for free with all these animals. My brother, my sister, the tax team went there and they couldn't talk to the right administration the purpose for which you wanted these machines. Does it make sense? Can anybody just jump into another person's office, take decisions without respect to the person there? That's what has happened. orders from above. Thugs go into the forestry offices. They start to pack excavators. And when they were confronted, they said orders from above. Have we not gone beyond the period of orders from above? Are we still in military rule? Or we are not ready to embrace democracy? This Kumasi mayor must be sacked immediately. They are those who are going to derail the reset agenda. Mr. President, if you are listening to me and if you care to listen, please take wise counsel. Guys like this must be relegated to the background. They are not ready for the resetting agenda. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo. And here we speak truth to power. When we return, we got more. Hey! Hey yo! Whoa!
Blakk Pot, Kukushonomo.
It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo. And here we speak truth to power. Can we have your comments? All right, so send your comments on Facebook and also on YouTube. We'll pick them up and then give them wings to fly. This is the Blakk Pot, aka Kukushonomo. And here we speak truth to power. We are not neutral because we have taken sides. The side of the truth. That is why we keep saying we are the headquarters of the truth. Wani boy says, welcome, my lord. Woyoy. Long time no see Wani boy. Mohammed Bajir one says, move of fire. Me General Salaga soldier. Run it, my youth. Come here. You think say you be wise. Keep speaking truth to power. Yelman Chamalana. Woyoy. Signed MC Scorpion inside a Shyman. Stephen Jackson says, good evening to you, Mr. Blakk Rasta. And remember, my black is without a C, is BLAKK. Kwaku Chireja says, move of fire. Keep up the good work. All right? Okay. We'll take some more comments as we progress. Next story. So the next one says, Attorney General cracks whip on Adu-Boahene wife. Who is Adu-Boahene? You know him, right? And you know his wife. He has such a pretty wife. In fact, very pretty. He himself, well, I don't pass comments like that, so I leave it. I was going to say, he himself is also very handsome. You know? My brother, my sister, this is Kwabena Adu-Boahene, the man at the center of a certain money laundering. He owns so many houses in Ghana and outside Ghana. And his wealth smacks of money laundering, thievery, and what have you. These are not my words. He's in the courts right now. Run it, my youth. The Attorney General is speaking right now. Breaking news. Attorney General files 11 charges against Kwabena Adu-Boahene, wife, and 2 others. Run it, my youth. Now, the Attorney General, Dr. Dominic Akuretinga Ayene, has filed 11 charges against Kwabena Adu-Boahene, former Director General of the National Signals Bureau, who is accused of transferring 49 million Ghana cedis, approximately $7 million American dollars, from the bureau's account to his personal account, among other offenses. Now, the suit, which was filed at the High Court in Accra, also had 3 other accused persons, including the wife of Adu-Boahene, Angela Ejay Boateng, his company, Advantage Solutions Limited, and a banker, Mildred Donko. Now, the charges filed against the accused persons included stealing, contrary to Section 1241 of the Criminal Offences Act 1960. Act 29. Conspiracy to steal, contrary to sections blah, blah, blah of the Criminal Offences Act 1960, and defrauding by false pretenses, contrary to blah, 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 1960 Act 29. Now, some of the other charges against them are willfully causing financial loss to the state, contrary to section blah, 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 1960 Act 29. Using public office to profit, contrary to section blah, 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 blah of the Criminal Act 1960 Act 29. And collaboration to commit a crime, to wit, using public office for profit. My brother, my sister, the Attorney General and the Minister of Justice, Dr. Dominic Ayine, revealed that Kobna Adu-Boahene, the former Director General of the National Signals Bureau, has been arrested in connection with the alleged diversion of public funds meant for cyber security defense system. My brother, that's it. And his political party, the NPP, is supporting this clear case of thievery. He transferred about $7 million American dollars from the coffers of the state to his own personal account. For what reason? What is state money doing in your personal account, even if it was for 1 second? And people are defending this road. His elder brother, another Adu-Boahene, a son of the biased historian Albert Adu-Boahene, is also in trouble. In fact, acting against the state. It looks like this family is a family of non-patriots. My brother, my sister, I am glad that the Attorney General has cracked the whip. And we want to see how this will go. How about the National Service Secretariat issue? The lady who was said to have paraded ghosts for pay. What happened to her? Cecilia Dapa, what happened to her case? My brother, my sister, how about Dr. Mustafa Hamid? His case, what happened to it? We need answers to all these ones. Anybody who stole a penny from the state, my brother, my sister, must suffer for the thievery. Simple. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kokoshonemo. And here we speak truth to power. I applaud Dominic Ayine. Continue, but put in some more energy so these things could be swift. So they can enjoy jail and other forms of punishment. My brother, my sister, before anything happens. It's the Blakk Pot, aka Kokoshonemo, where we speak truth to power. And we return. We have a final story. Shatta Wale has apologized to Bulldog. For what? We will find out. Hey! Wayo! Wayo!
Boy, Skipper George.
Blackpot, Coco Show, man.
It's a Blackpot, aka Kuku Show no more. And here we speak truth to power. Final story. Now the final story is quite interesting. Shatta Wale finally apologizes to Bulldog. Now he wants to be called Bulldog. You know who he is? Former manager of Shatta Wale. In fact, I would like to say legendary reggae dancehall artist. In fact, an Afrobeat. Better still, legendary musician from Ghana. Now, Bulldog and Shatta Wale have had a frenemy kind of relationship. Shatta Wale had released a song, Dancehall King. Dancehall King in the whole Ghana. That resurrected his career that had gone dormant for 10 years. When the song came out, Shatta Wale, in fact, approached Bulldog and wanted him to manage him. At the time, Bulldog had managed a lot of artists. And he had only 2 artists more at the time to manage and was managing. VIP and another artist. In fact, and then Shatta Wale came on board. They started work nicely, very beautifully, and they started making money. Shatta Wale later on in life said that Bulldog never managed him. He was only his errand boy. But of course, people say that when they are angry sometimes. And then Shatta Wale made utterances that went beyond entertainment. He said Bulldog was responsible for the death of Fennec Ochery. How many of us remember Fennec Ochery? Fennec Ochery was also an artist manager. And you know who he managed? Kwaokese. In fact, I knew him very well. He was a hard-working young man. I remember there was one time I went to see Kwaokese in a certain environment where I was editing my music video in the days. And when I was about to move my car, something broke in it and I couldn't move the car at all. This Fennec Ochery. Fennec was the one who drove me in his pickup all the way to my house. And on the way, we had a beautiful conversation. He was also a manager to Abeku Santana, Fennec Ochery. I knew him very well. He loved my energy and loved the fact that I came with a whole radical different style. He was murdered in cold blood. The nation has never been able to come to terms with the murder. Some suspected that it was Bulldog who did it at the time, because they had threatened each other on radio. And it came out that Bulldog had allegedly said that he would kill him. Later, Bulldog said it was all a prank. They pranked each other and said that they should do that in order to get hype for themselves and the artists they were managing. In Ghana, they do that a lot. The other day, Euphorian Ponsa put it out that he was dead, just to bring some attention to him. Whilst people were saying, oh, sorry, oh, rest in peace, he resurfaced. So the attention came on him. 2 days later, he released a new song. A lot of Ghanaian artists desperately do that to get some attention to them. Their music is not able to bring enough attention to them, except some of these stupid things that they do. And because we are unable to do that, we never get attention for our music. At a time that it's not about good music, it's all about hype. Who can get the most naked on stage? who can say the most stupid things. So people follow you not because of your music, but because of the stupid things you say. Fennec was murdered. And Shatta Wale said that Bulldog had confessed to him when they were working as artist and manager that he was responsible for the death of Fennec. He said it 2 times. The matter went to court. Shatta Wale pleaded that he would like the matter to be brought home, to be sorted out. The matter came home. Then Shatta Wale came out again and said that he meant what he said. Bulldog killed Fennec. And Bulldog ran back to the court. This time round, saying he would never ever withdraw the case. Well, the case went its full length. Shatta Wale was fined some money to pay. I think 10 million Ghana cedis or so. And he was supposed to write an apology letter to Bulldog long ago. But the letter just arrived today. Where is the letter? Can you see the letter? Now I want to read this letter. Let's see what Shatta Wale has written. First and foremost, I call Shatta Wale's manager to be sure that this is authentic, because it's not on the letterhead of Shatta movement. It is on a plain piece of paper. Sammy Flex confirmed to me that yes, it is actually authentic. And this is the signature of Charles Niama Mensah Jr. Let's read it. Retraction and apology. You may have to enlarge it for me to read. On the November 3rd or November 2, 2022. Okay, that's enough. I can read it now. I published a series of posts on my social media pages and handles about Mr. Lawrence Nana Esiama Hansen, aka Bulldog. The publications included a statement that I have now come to know was generally misunderstood or misconstrued as Mr. Hansen's confessions to me that he had a hand in the murder of Fennec Ochre, alias Phoenix. Now, the publications also included statements that imputed immorality. Of course, forget about the grammatical errors. I'm just reading exactly what is here. Yeah? Imputed immorality or improper social behavior to Mr. Hansen and other highly placed public figures. I wish to retract each of the statements in the said series of publications, as I did not mean to say that Mr. Hansen had a hand in the murder of Fennec Ochre. Wow. I also wish to apologize to Mr. Hansen and all the persons whom my publications of November 2, 2022 have caused pain, agony, anguish, shame, ridicule, or hatred. Thank you, Charles Niama Mensah Jr., alias Shatta Wale, alias Bandana, 30th April 2025, Accra, Ghana, today. Wow, so it's clear. He said he had said that Bulldog killed Fennec, as confessed to him. He has withdrawn it. In fact, he misunderstood Bulldog. Number 2, he said he also published statements impugning immorality or improper social behavior to Mr. Hansen. I'm sure it was about that bunga bunga thing where he said that he likes to lick menstrual blood from women and all that. Maybe that's it. So he has retracted everything and he said that he is sorry. But why didn't the lawyers guide Shatta Wale to write this? Because there are so many grammatical errors there. At least he has lawyers. He went to court with the lawyers. Guide him to properly write a document, because this document is going to be in the files forever. Anyway, the most important thing is that the letter has been written. But I called Bulldog and I asked him if he had seen this letter. He said yes. I asked him again, have you accepted the apology? He said he has to speak with his lawyers and get to know what this means. But as it stands right now, what he knows is that this should have happened a long time ago, and Shatta Wale decided to release it at the time that he wants. For that matter, he would speak with his lawyers and see the way forward. He didn't sound like a man who is enthused about this and who wants the matter to die down now. Again, Shatta Wale was supposed to pay some amount of money. The money has still not been paid. What are the issues? Will this matter ever die down? Between two former friends who fought, broke apart, came back together again, and finally separated. Can I use the word finally? Because Bulldog says there's no day he will work with him again. But this is not the first time he said this, but they came together again. That shit is a Blakk pot, aka Coco Shonemo, where we speak truth to power. Congratulations to Shatta Wale. He has become a big guy by accepting that he's done wrong. I hope this brings to rest the matter that he did not kill Fennec. Because Kwauke said, after Shatta Wale published this, went to the police and said, well, we have somebody who has information about who killed my manager. Can we take it up? It's the Blakk pot, aka Coco Shonemo, and here we speak truth to power. Shall we look at the final comments? And we are done for the day. All right? Conscious Agbemenu Ahosu says, share. Abdulaziz Rahim Upejo says, good evening, Blakk. Oyo, President Mahama recommends 7 justices to the Court of Appeal for consideration to be appointed to the Supreme Court. Former National Signals Bureau boss, wife, and others charged with fraud and money laundering. Okay? We have dealt with the second one, right? Alasan K. Jibril says, Blakk Rasta, greeting from the people of Aflao. Respect. I was on the Aflao Road the other day. I went to Meta. Appointees. Dominic says, the data people be scam. Mubarak MBK says, Blakk, pull up. We are in class. Mark Romeo Foru says, Professor Blakk, Africa's finest. Number 1. Appointees. Dominic says, Pascal Kuluche, scam. Conscious Agbemenu Awosu says, the most romantic man on earth. Yes, Mother Earth, flow. Let the fire keep blazing as usual. All right? Here we are. And the fire has been blazing. Thank you so much, and I apologize for the late start of the show. Tomorrow we'll be on time as usual, 6 p.m. sharp. By 6:30, we'll be getting ready to close. Until then, I love you and I appreciate you. Hey! Hey yo! Whoa!